My name is Cody. I'm a psychotherapist and dating coach that specializes in attachment theory. Here's how you avoid avoidance and you cure your cycle of ending up with people who you have to chase, which leaves you feeling dysregulated and destabilized. If you start testing properly, then you're never going to end up with someone who requires chasing. Chasing happens when you end up in the one down position of a relationship, which means that out of the two of you, you're not the one that holds the emotional leverage. And trust me, your nervous system is going to tell you when you're in this position. Like the Cranberries famously said, they've got you wrapped around their finger. And yes, it sucks. But when you learn how to properly test, the odds of you falling back into this desperation cycle essentially drop to zero. No, this isn't going to miraculously fix your anxious attachment, but it is going to prevent you from continuing to pour acid onto these same emotional wounds. Step 1, look backwards at your recent relationship and identify those key moments where you went to your partner for something that was a need of yours and you thought was obvious, and it was met with either defensiveness, they picked a fight, or they just flat out refused to do it for you. Step 2, turn those behaviors into your personal avoidance screeners. When you get back out there dating, you're going to test for those specific behaviors early on. It's fine to be open-minded about what type of car a guy drives or what type of soap he uses, but when it comes to your emotional safety, you want to be very close-minded. Being in a committed, intimate relationship requires vulnerability and interdependence. Essentially, what you have to do is you have to take the keys to your nervous system and hand them over to the person that you choose. Step 3 is to protect what makes you feel safe, and this is why I recommend adhering to a 2 strikes policy. 2 strikes and then they're out. No questions, no negotiation. It's as simple as that. For example, if good morning and good night texts are important to you and your ex made you beg for them, then that could be one of your personal avoidance screeners. Or maybe your ex shut down whenever there is conflict. That could be one of your other screeners. Yes, I do believe that everyone should get at least one freebie, but as the saying goes, once is a mistake, twice is a pattern. But Cody, what if they put on a front in those early stages and they show up as a very doting and caring person, but then once I get attached, they pull that away? Well, the beauty of this saying is that it also implies a certain rule of the universe, where people don't tend to change their behavior drastically overnight. I know this to be true as a clinical psychotherapist. Oftentimes, when people call me to unpack their recent discard or breakup, what we come to realize almost every single time is that there were red flags that they picked up on early on, but due to their own wounds of abandonment or rejection, they didn't have the strength to walk away. Don't let anyone talk you out of your personal non-negotiables. And yes, communication is also helpful, but it's not going to get you to a place of compatibility. That's why testing is so important in those early stages. I hope this video is helpful. If it was, make sure to click the like button. And if you're really struggling and want one-on-one coaching, you can DM me help now.